What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the all-new 2022-23 Merlin Chrome UCC Hobby Box from Topps. These launched for $200 on the Topps website about a month ago for pre-order and sold out fairly quickly. The price has gone up a bit for these, but nothing too crazy, as I'm sure a lot of you can find them at same as launch price on eBay or at your LCS or something. But yeah, really excited about this one, and we're here to show you guys what the hype is all about. So let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and it really helps us grow. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. So as always, we really appreciate all your support. And yeah, what are we expecting here? 4x18 format. So we're getting 72 cards total. And of course, I love this kind of much tidier and neat format for how these packs are placed in the box compared to like other Topps products. But yeah, I'm really also glad they didn't add like 2 extra packs like Topps Chrome. But yeah, we should be getting 3 number cards per box and an auto. And I'll put up the table of parallels and a comparison with the 2021-22 set that came out last year. And right off the bat, you'll notice that they added 3 new parallels and they removed the yellow wave. So you guys already know what that means for the print run. But yeah, in terms of case hits, those are going to be the Renaissance once again and the match ball autographs. And the match balls are going to be slightly harder to hit than the Renaissance, and of course those are going to have a piece of a ball in it and also a player's autograph. So here we go, pack number 1. All right, wow, I feel like I haven't seen Merlin in a while, but that's not the case because we ripped a throwback not too long ago. But starting us off is Minamino, and then we have Pobega and Gavi, and our first parallel is going to be Gavi with the numbers on the front. 215 out of 275. So these actually look pretty clean. But personally, I'm not like a big fan of having the numbers on the front, especially for like Chrome cards. For like non-Chrome, it's like completely fine because I understand with the whole like manufacturing thing. But I feel like with Chrome, if they had them on the back, for me personally, it would be like much better. I know a lot of people don't really mind it at all, but that's just a little thing that'll contribute to the overall design, I feel like. But there it is, starting off with a high numbered card, and it's going to be a Gavi. And yeah, like we did with the other Merlin videos, for every numbered card, auto, variation, or case hit, we're going to add to the magic counter in one of the corners on the screen, either here or here. But in post editing, we'll probably figure out where that's going to be. And our first refractor is going to be Magnus Akliush. Let's put this guy over here. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a way to keep track of how many parallels we did get in this specific box, even though we mentioned the kind of average is going to be like 4 hits, so 3 number cards in a total. Oh, I almost thought that was a Renaissance right off the bat. But it looks like it's going to be the Merlin Masters from what I've seen. There is Sonny. And okay, so this is facing upwards, and it is Jamal Musiala. Man, I absolutely love these designs. I mean, it's just like a regular insert. It's nothing like too crazy, but this really reminds me of a lot of like Allen and Ginter like designs for baseball. But if you were trying to figure out what this says on the top, it just says Merlin's and Masters. So the M is kind of joined for both. I know some people were kind of confused on what this said, so that hopefully that clarifies this to you. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys, the overall design hasn't like done it for me. So I mean, if we like look at this base like a little closer than what we did earlier, I don't know. I mean, at least the Renaissance design is like improved like way more. Like that looks so much nicer than last year. And oh, just we're not getting a refractor, so we're just getting a Chiesa base there. But the reds, especially for the Renaissance, like out of 5, I mean, don't get me wrong, the design isn't really bad for these. It's not bad at all. I mean, that's why it's like probably sitting at the rating that we're going to give it, but it's like lower than the previous Merlin years. And for me personally, maybe because it's like a, I don't know, maybe it's like a bias, or it just has a sweet spot for the initial Merlin debut Chrome set. But yeah, this one just like doesn't quite. But the reds for the Renaissance, those are going to be super sick actually. And it looks like we have one of those inserts coming up that, wait, okay, this guy looks extremely young. Andreas Schjelderup for Benfica. I wonder how old he was in this picture. I'm pretty sure he's like maybe 18 or 19 or 20 at this point. But there's Bakayoko, and there is Conceição. This insert actually, so this is the new under 21 design. This really reminds me of like flagship inserts. Like it looks like a non chrome card almost. Kind of reminds me of like a, yeah, foil insert design. But yeah, those Renaissance, I mean, I really hope we hit one, or if we don't hit one, maybe someone in the group break will. And I mean, it is like one per case. We are running a 3 case break of Merlin, which we'll talk about later. But those Renaissance remind me a lot of Panini stained glass, actually, like a lot, especially this year's design. And our second numbered card is going to be Bruno Fernandes, 34 out of 150. So we're getting one more numbered card. I mean, we got a lot of packs left, so hopefully we get maybe a little bit more. I'm putting these in 55 point top loaders. You can use 55 point to like 60 point. There's going to be a little bit room in there for the card to move a little bit, but like compared to 35 point, yeah, you don't want to put these, you don't want to put numbered cards in 35 points for like Topps Chrome or like Topps Merlin. Topps Merlin Chrome, that is. The regular Merlin is like completely fine. Okay, here's another refractor pack. And there is Xavi Simons. Let's put them with the refractors. And for those of you who like our rookie segment, we typically do those in like all of our videos, but now's the time to go over them. This is one of the guys, but not like one of the top guys to look for. I want to say, so in addition to Modric, obviously you're the main person everyone's looking for, especially in this set, is Arda Güler. You know, since he was like single-handedly hyping up the set so much before it came out, when we saw the images and all that. But I mean, right after him, of course, you have Garnacho, Alvarez, like Enzo, Rooney, Bardukji, and then Zaire, Emery, and some of the new ones, actually. I want to say like Simon Adingra. I was trying to remember his name. I was going to say Simon Ardinga. I think it's Adingra. I think it's Simon Adingra. So here's another one of these cool inserts. Man, I absolutely love these. I think in parallels too, these would be pretty sick. I think I saw some pictures. The entire border is like a nice color match, especially with like team colors. That'd be pretty sick. So I think other than those, I don't know, maybe like Kobe Mainu. I know some people are looking for him from like Man U, and Desiree Doué. I mean, he was in like Topps Chrome as well. But just another refractor pack here. Oh, it is our auto, Alex Lowry. So not who we wanted to get at all. Obviously, everyone's chasing for like Arda Güler. Don't get me wrong, like that's what everyone's looking for. But this really just came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting to see an auto at all, and it is just a regular base auto. So hey guys, I took one out, or I took one for the team, and I took one out of the entire production batch for you guys to get a better auto. So fingers crossed if you decide to rip any boxes or packs. There is Samuel Eling Jr. Some people are also trying to pick up his cards. And here is the young guy, once again, refractor, Schielderup. And let's finish that pile over here. Again, still have like one numbered card left. And let's see what we got here. Oh man, almost thought we had a red. That would have been pretty sick. Just another under 21, Ben Seguir. Let's put this guy over here. But yeah, I mean, in terms of autos, even though we got pretty unlucky, I mean, that's kind of how Topps figured out how to add like a lot of base autos or like random autos into the auto checklist. But the auto checklist, believe it or not, is actually pretty stacked. It is in your favor, theoretically speaking, you know, like mathematically. There's a nice color match, Matisse Tell. Well, that's just team colors anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's the good auto ratio is actually pretty high. It's like 2/3 in your favor, which, you know, you almost never see. And Topps has been doing that a lot recently, but that's like one way to balance it out with like a lot of filler autos, I guess. So you are... Okay, so we're going to get the Vintage Merlin Parallel, which I'm a big fan of. And there are golds out of 3, actually, like autographs. So those are going to be pretty sick. Whoever pulls those, they're numbered out of 3, so they're extremely rare. And Man City... Oh, look at this. Julian Alvarez vintage. So these are 1 per box. These are hobby exclusive. And yeah, just look at that design. It's the Vintage Merlin holofoil. And I'm glad we got this guy. This is probably the biggest one, our biggest hit in the box so far, maybe? I mean, I'm pretty sure this one's bigger than that Gavi right there. So just because you don't really see this that often. These aren't really like that rare, guys. It's 1 per box, but you know, if you're looking for like a top rookie especially, that's kind of what you want to hope to get. But yeah, the rookies also have, well, actually only 5 of the rookies have variations. There's the goat right there. And I'll put up the checklist on the screen. You'll see that it's going to be like super hard to pull those. So the base variations alone pop up like 1 in 24 cases. But like overall, when you add like all the variation parallels, they do bring it down to like 1 in like 10 to 15 cases for you to see a variation in general. There's KDB. Unfortunately, just had surgery done to his hamstring, I believe. So he's gonna be out for a while, but we're gonna miss him. And until he comes back on the field, we'll just have to see what Man City is gonna do without him. I'm sure they're gonna do a stellar job with Guardiola as manager. And here's our last numbered card. Unfortunately, all of them are gonna be like high numbered ones. So this one's gonna be an atomic out of 250. Don't recognize that head, so let's just see who it is. Lucas Gorna Duath. So for Salzburg, a rookie, 236 out of 250. Again, I mean, you're seeing the numbers immediately for these, so you don't have to like flip them around to like see what they're numbered out of. So that's kind of cool, but like quick access wise. But for me personally, it's way cleaner to just have it in the back, which, you know, they've always done in the past. So I don't know what's going on or like what changed this year. But let's put this guy over here, and we got last 2 packs. Again, we are running a 3 case break. It's going to be a group break for Merlin. It's going to be either today or tomorrow, so whenever you watch this, hopefully you didn't miss the chance to pick up a spot, but we do have a few spots left. So links in the description down below for the website, and information is also going to be on our Discord and Instagram as well. And we got one of those nice Ageless Alchemy insert Andrea Pirlo. You can also get these in parallels, but yeah, I think I'm actually a fan of the previous designs better. This one is kind of, I don't know, maybe it's because it's new, haven't got used to it. But that's just first impression on those. And of course, they did have the Grail cards in these. I wanted to talk about it earlier, but I completely forgot. So there's the Holland and the Salzburg and the Dortmund uniform. They're completely new, and those are going to be like other multi-case hits, in addition to the hidden gems, which are not on the checklist, but they were in other Topps products. So definitely look out for those. And our last card is going to be Jadon Sancho Refractor. So let's do a recap real quick. And I'm not going to do the refractors. I'll just show you guys the numbered cards and then the Merlin parallel and the auto. So very, very average box for us. And we got 3 numbered cards. So out of 275, 250, and 150. Unfortunately, and then we got this one, probably the biggest one in the entire box. It is what it is. And our auto that kind of popped up out of nowhere is Alex Lowry for Rangers, a rookie for Scotland, I guess. Well, I don't know if he plays for Scotland or not, but he's in the Scottish league at least. And yeah, that's kind of what you guys can expect from these. Let's talk about the rating, and I'll put it up on the screen. But based on the math, this set does end up pretty high up there, and you know that comes from like the overall puzzle pieces that are, you know, contributing to the rating here. It is slightly lower than Topps Chrome, and I think the, you know, exclusive rookies in these, like especially the Arda Güler Chase, has helped this product a lot. You know, Merlin is a hobby favorite, and it still continues to be. I just really wish they'd stop going in the opposite direction in terms of print run, so that kind of hurt this rating a little bit. But yeah, the overall rating is very similar to previous Merlin Chrome sets released, because they do, you know, do a pretty good job on like pricing and everything, and like what they put in the set and like rookies and all that stuff. But yeah, even though they're all like similar ratings, they're all like this similar rating for like different reasons, if that makes sense. The 150 card base set and launch price, you know, help for sure, as we mentioned earlier. And having like retail and having a lot of hits in retail is a huge boost for the overall set. This rating is like more geared towards like hobby, but we will be reviewing retail blasters as well. And then kind of we'll give our thoughts between whether you should get hobby or retail in the video when it comes. But yeah, stay tuned for that, everyone. And that's pretty much it for this review. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thanks again for watching and supporting the channel. And yeah, stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.